It's day number 2 of the One Design and Handicap portion of New York Yacht Club Race Week at Newport, presented by ROLEX. And the sailors are greeted by wind, gray skies, and heavy rain. Hi, I'm Tucker Thompson, and the weather is a big part of this game. And nasty conditions like this are just one more variable the sailors have to contend with in the overall mix of conditions on the water. How they deal with it, however, is another story.
If you look at the radar right now, there's rain all the way back to Rochester, New York, so it's going to be a shifty, light day.
How come you've got every piece of foul weather gear on except your shoes?
It's just everything drains that way, so keep the feet drier just by putting the foul shoes on last.
Everybody has got foul weather gear on except for you. What's your plan for the rain?
I'm going to get wet, looks like. There's no gear left for me, but see what happens.
Sailing in the rain, good thing or not?
It's not good. Not good in Newport. You come up here for the sea breeze and sunshine, and this is very different. It's going to be a wet one.
Not a good thing, especially when there's no wind.
What do you think about sailing in the rain?
It's wet.
It's a little wet out here in Newport. Looked like the golf guys in England have better weather than we have here this morning. But there's supposed to be some wind today, so I think we'll be okay. We'll have some good racing, and we'll be a little wet, but that's all right. It's better than the sun, I think.
The real men are out here. The rest are down below.
Guys are practicing hard up here on this boat, so we're hoping we can do well in a little bit of wind today. Yeah, for now, I'm going to stay right down here and stay out of the rain.
Conditions aren't much more pleasant out here on the water, breezy, and we're about to start with the Swan 42s. Big stack up, signal boat end. Not everyone's going to make it in there. Five seconds, bows down the line. Definitely going to be some boats over early. Here's the gun. Swan 42s are off, and a lot of them did not make this start. Some boats were over early, others couldn't even make it to the line. It's a recall. PRO Hank Stewart has posted I over Z flag. The fleet had better behave this time. Not much room here at the committee boat end, but we're going to go for it, folks. Here's the gun. Nice job. 4224 just squeezes in there and makes it work. That was Barleycorn at the committee boat end. A lot of boats over early for sure. Oh no, what looked like a beautiful start will turn into a long windward beat now. Live by the sword, die by it. It's the same story for the J109s, who are next to approach the line above the committee boat end. They're sailing their North American Championships. Here's the gun. Definitely a few boats over early and shut out here at the pin. It's a tough starting line. Three boats jumped the gun. Storm was one of them. They're spinning back. Shoot wins the start. The J111s have joined the racing today, and it's an even start for them. And finally, the Beneteau 36-7s are off the line. We've moved to the pin, but this fleet seems to like the signal boat end as well. It's only been 20 minutes, and already the Fast Swan 42s are heading downwind in the lead. John Helly's Daring, representing Imperial Puna Yacht Club. Just behind them is division leader after winning yesterday's race, Ken Colburn and Apparition. J111 still sailing upwind. The Beneteaus are on their way upwind as well. The rest of the fleet heading downwind. The 109s, that's the other fleet on the run. With the kites up, Bill Sweetzer's Rush is in command of the rest of the fleet. We finally reached the top mark with the J111s. A tight group behind them, but out in front, it's a good cushion for Fleetwing. With the entire fleet on starboard at the top of the track, the Beneteaus like the right-hand side. While the 109s work the waves downwind. Approaching the leeward gates in the 109s, Caminos and Reliant have given Bill Sweetzer's Rush a run for his money. We've got a lead change. I take that back. Rush just holds on to the lead, but it's a rough rounding. In the Beneteaus, it's William Purdy's Whirlwind well out in front downwind. The 42s are ripping through this course already on the final run. They're headed to the finish. It's John Helle's Daring. He's increased his lead on every single leg. With that last jibe, he heads for the finish line. He finished third yesterday. He'll now add a bullet to his repertoire. Behind them, the 111s head for the line. In first, it's Henry Brower's Fleetwing. And Russ stayed in front to take first in the 109s in a very close race. Well, the rain has subsided, but the breeze has not. It's the same story on the blue course as we join them for the start of race 2. It's IRC2 on the line. There's the gun. Jim Schwartz's Vesper is leading the division and starts clear at the committee end.
That was the start of class 2.
After getting a bullet in this division yesterday, it is Cool Breezes Regatta so far. After rounding the top mark, IRC2 is close. It's Interlodge just leading Vesper and Flying Jenny. The Privateer just to windward. At the top mark, it's IRC3. Temptation is third overall, but first place, boat for boat, as they hoist the kite. The Carkeek 40 decision is next, boat for boat, but 50 feet longer. It's the Giant Rambler rolling by to windward at a full head of steam. IRC4, it's a close beat. In IRC, there are big boats, and then there's, well, this. I think I'd choose a bigger boat like this. Jim Schwartz's Vesper tacking to check in with the rest of the fleet. Fully pro crew. Vesper keeps flying Jenny and Sled at bay, but it's Privateer out in front of this division. It's a very short race, of course, with all 4 IRC divisions crisscrossing each other as we head downwind towards the finish. Some have one more lap to do. We've reached the leeward mark with Greg Manning's Sarah. Early leeward drop turning into a jibe as they make the turn. Into the finish with IRC2. It's Austin and Gwen Fragoman's Interlodge taking line honors in fast fashion. From yesterday's light conditions to today's wind and rain, the sailors have to contend with it all. But like we said yesterday, consistency counts in this game. There's plenty more racing to go over the next 2 days. I'm Tucker Thompson. We'll see you tomorrow.